But what you're suggesting is we should just start somewhere random in the middle of a sentence, perhaps.
Mm.
So welcome back
And
to the
then,
Power Up
yeah,
Podcast.
and then each podcast we add the last word of the intro, and then the one after. So then it'll be like back, and then you carry on, and then it'll be welcome back, and the next podcast will be.
So do we just say welcome this time, and then welcome
Well,
back is next time, and then we'll build.
And it grows upon.
Okay, welcome. This is Zono, and this is me.
Yeah,
Hello.
exactly.
We've been recording for the last 30 seconds. I don't know if you know that, Zono.
Oh, have we?
We have.
Guys.
See, look how slightly less enthusiastic he is when he's not on camera.
Yeah,
His
I know,
smile is
right?
like 10 degrees lower or higher.
And then as soon as I know the camera's on, it's like,
I don't know if it's fake if you're only really happy normally and you're really, really happy when you're recording. Is that like a lie, or is it a happy lie? Let me know.
what, like you're at 95% happiness off camera, and then
Yeah,
when
and you
it-
jump up to 100. Is that you
and then-
being fake?
I don't know, maybe a little bit fake.
Like, I mean, it's not fake to do it in general, because obviously everyone's the exaggerated, version of
You
themselves.
got to remember that when I'm not in recording call with you, I'm quite a miserable guy.
Really?
No.
Nah, I was gonna say. Like,
It's not.
So, this is the show where we talk about video games, technology, YouTube, and Zono eats chocolates. Because he doesn't care about his voice.
Oh.
Professional podcaster right there. So, yeah, like I said, we usually have a bunch of stories we talk about, and then we just have a rabbling on about whatever. But the first story is actually quite exciting, because even though in December news is in a weird place, we actually have some news from Nintendo, because they filed a patent, or however you want to pronounce it, with the US Patent Office, and basically the patent's just a bunch of stuff for a brand new gaming console, perhaps. But the really, really interesting thing is they suggested that you could daisy chain, multiple versions of these consoles together to increase the power. And what's your initial reaction to hearing that, Zona? Like, daisy chaining consoles together for power?
There's some financial issues that come to mind straight off.
You mean
Like-
for buying two consoles?
Yeah, do I need to, like, at first they're going to bring out a game that, this game works on one console.
That's
But
what I
then
was
there's gonna
thinking too.
this game works on 3 consoles. So you need to actually go out and buy, like, 3 consoles and then, like, redneck hook them up together.
Yeah,
in
I'm
order to
picturing
play
like
the game.
Yeah, I'm picturing like the bottom of the box, like, you know how some games say like connect down at the bottom, or
Yeah.
not a PS4 game, but like it will say like 4 and exits required, and like
4
eventually you'll be at
NXs.
like 12 by like 2020, you'll be like
Yeah, imagine doing that with, like, Xbox. If Xbox had the same thing. And it's like, yeah, it's a £300 console, but if you had to play the new Halo, you just need to put 2 of them and then wire them up together.
Well, I mean, although that would suck, imagine if like you could extend the life of your 360 because you didn't want to buy a one by just buying a second 360, took them up together, and the power consumption would be ridiculous compared to a one. But like an Xbox 360 costs so much less than a one, but yet 2 of them, it's not going to be the same or anywhere near, but it's going to keep you going. But I don't know, actually. To be fair, actually, I did some research into this, and it turns out all consoles so far can do this. And in fact, have you ever seen the Forza demos where they're running it on multiple screens?
Mm-hmm.
That actually, they can do that on the 360 by having each screen hooked up to one console and then LANing them together. But yeah, this is, it seems like they're maybe just covering their bases because no one else has actually patented this before. But still, it's a cool idea, right? Like, just daisy
Does that
chaining
mean that,
console.
like, anybody,
What?
if you were smart enough, could you take apart a 360 and, like, give it more RAM?
Yeah, but the games wouldn't ever use it. Okay, so as I understand it, I'm not a hardware engineer at Microsoft. I will have to clarify. The way I understand it is you can put your own bits in there, but even if you do, you're generally not going to improve performance, because to put more RAM in there, like, you're going to have to take it out and put something else in, and it's not going to be quite as optimized, whatever, and it's only going to be
Right.
using 512 megabytes, not your 5 gigs you put in. So
Yeah.
that's how I understand it. So yeah, it's the thing that I thought was really interesting about this is the idea that you could kind of make it like a really cheap console. Let's say the 360, the one on the PS4 sell for $300, $400, something like that, right? If you
Yep.
make this 200, but then the only one of them is kind of a subpar performance. Like, this is like low on PC, but then you put 2 of them together and you get like ultra equivalent. Then it's like you can just get the minimum you need. Get one for Christmas if you want to just pay a little bit. but then you can get the extra performance if you want to be a hardcore gamer, and then if you want 4K at Ultra, just get 6 of them, you know? Like, I feel like that's the solution to today's gaming.
I don't think it's going to make them sell more copies of the console, though, because if it's as simple as what they're sort of making it out to be at the moment,
this
what
probably
stops
won't
me
be,
then
yeah.
hooking my computer into it?
Well, I assume if they're the exact same power, I assume it's going to work like graphics cards, where there's a specific link between them that only works between these two things, and then they just kind of, you know,
Yes.
the way one renders one frame, one renders the other, and they just keep going back and forth. I think you might, like, if it does work this way, you might be able to just hook your PC into it and use it like that, but I guess it depends on a bunch of
You can't
Nintendo
until it
stuff.
comes out, really. There's only so much we can...
If it does come out with this functionality, you bet I'm going to have fun testing it. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Just feel like-
And you know there's going to be a lot of people, like, breaking it open and seeing, like, what they can do to it.
It's really great, because what used to happen is when consoles came out, like, because they used to sell them at a loss, it'd be better if you wanted to build a PC, instead of buying the parts yourself, you could buy a 360 and then, like, install
And then-
Windows on it and then treat
Yeah.
it like a PC. And I know you can do the same with PS3. It's like, yeah, that's pretty cool. Hopefully,
Yeah.
they'll sell this console at a loss so we can do the same here. So yeah, that's our first little story. It's cool, I think, but we'll have to wait, because it could just be them being like, oh yeah, we just might do this. And mights aren't a very solid thing in the world of video game stuff. So anyway, yeah, story number 2. I believe you are familiar with this one, the Steam story. Okay, you got a chocolate in your mouth, so I'll say what it is. So
No.
I can show the stream too while you
Oh.
mention it. Oh,
In the
Steam
comment
adds
section
options.
below, what do you think of the new layout?
Oh yeah, that's a thing we have. Yeah, you can see our faces too, except when you're seeing this news story.
What
Ooh.
side are you to me? Are you on this side?
Oh, that's a good question. So I'll get it back for a second. You are over there. Wait.
No, it doesn't help me, does it? Because it's reversed.
Oh right.
Are you on this side?
Yeah, I'm on that side.
Right.
Wait. If I, okay. Oh. My camera's at a weird angle. I can't. Okay, there we go. 3, 2, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sort of worked.
Yeah. See, solid. So
Later on.
anyway, yeah. The story is that Steam adds the option to permanently delete games from your library, and the first question: are there any games you're going to delete? If so, which games?
I have a couple of games that I've bought and then I've uninstalled and got my money back because it was after the new refundy policy thing that came into Steam. And they're still on there. And I never really understood why. I don't want the game.
So, did you say refunded or uninstalled?
I refunded it and...
Oh, and it stays
uninstalled.
there anyway,
Yeah,
even after you uninstall.
yeah.
I guess that must that's got to be a
It's
bug.
Universe Sandbox 2, and
Oh,
I
yeah?
tried it out, and I didn't like it, so I played like 1 hour and 59 minutes and 59 seconds of it to stay under the 2-hour limit,
Yeah,
and then I refunded it, and it's still on there.
maybe that's
and-
their punishment to stop you from doing it too much, because your Steam library will
But
fill up.
to try and hook you back into it, you know, it's still here. You can still get it.
Well, I mean, can you refund it again after another 2 hours? Because I know that was like it's recent.
Well,
so
buy it again, then refund it. Trouble is, it takes like a week for you to get your money back.
But I mean, if you had a slush fund of games where you could just be like, play 7 games, refund them all.
It's like a rolling money in,
Yeah,
money
yeah.
out.
So it's like a subscription service for every game on Steam. Except you get your money back at the end too.
Until they catch on.
Yeah, there's probably a max, or like they probably like start checking accounts after like 5, probably. Either way.
Yeah.
Either way. Story. So being able to remove games is something that sounds ridiculous if you haven't used Steam too much, but you've had a Steam account for several years too, I assume, right? Like. Like, you just pick up so many games for so many different sources, and you realize if you haven't played a game for 7 years and it's a 2001 game,
You're
does it
never gonna
need
use
to be
it.
in there?
Yeah.
Because the worst bit is I installed, I think I got, like, some Ultimate Collection. It might be in the Telltale Ultimate Collection. But, like, it installed the game in, like, Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, Part 4, Part 5, Part 6. And it's like, I just can't find games anymore because my collection just doubled last weekend. And it's like,
Yeah.
So I might genuinely delete some games. I just want them to not be there unless I want them to be there again. Like, put them in a separate box. Because I know you can sort them a
That's why I
little bit.
usually just have a shortcut on my desktop, and I have all my games on my desktop.
'Cause
And
Steam,
then when I don't want to see that game anymore, I just delete the shortcut.
See, that's pretty smart. That's pretty smart. You could even make a folder so you don't just have to hide it on your desktop. Just
Exactly. From a
Ah,
folder called games.
this is pretty smart stuff you're coming up with here. This should
I'm a genius.
you should become like like a life coach for people's desktops. Teach them how to
Yeah.
arrange it. Yeah. You
Oh, you
pretty
should
good
see
at
my desktop. It is magic.
See, my desktop is. I feel like I have one of the better ones around because everyone I know it goes for one of two extremes. It's either nothing, like literally blank, and it's like why have a desktop, or it's U level where it's just like stuff.
No,
And-
no. It's games, YouTube stuff, and then virus stuff. and that's all it is.
But they're all such big categories that it blends in my eyes.
Yeah.
That's the problem there. Anyway, so yeah, that's cool. I would delete Bad Rats, the worst game on Steam, I think it's widely known as. But I know someone will just gift it to me again, and at that point, we're just giving the Bad Rats developers lots of money to keep on giving me the game. So it's like, you know,
Just troll your friends.
why every single Christmas they put it on sale for something like 35p. So I buy every single friend a copy of Bad Rats. That's my Christmas gift to everyone. So yeah, that is.
I look forward to it.
Oh yeah, you get a copy this year, don't you? So the next story is to do with Amazon, and there's a lot of in this story, but the cool bit we want to talk about is drones. Amazon drones. Because weren't these actually announced like April Fool's Day one year? Like I could have sworn
Yeah.
it was, and we're like, oh, that's really cool. That's a shame. But then they're like, oh no, we're being serious. Like that was
Yeah.
that April Fool's joke. So yeah, drones. To pick up your packages, fly places. But the cool thing that is new about them is that they've actually worked out a way so that it won't just bang into your house or like fall into your attic and get stuck in there, because they put lasers on it, which I don't know if drones do that currently. I'm not into drone technology, but it sounds pretty awesome if it actually works that way. So what do you think about Amazon drones? Are you excited for them?
I'm excited for them. Yeah, I am. I think that there's going to be years of failure, though.
Yes.
I
Almost
think
certainly.
things that they're going to fall out of the sky. They're going to imagine falling on a motorway. You know, that could kill someone.
The way I picture a drone, like a hunk of plastic, like a console size, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a car's gonna run that over just fine and just kill the drone. Like someone's package is gonna have to be replaced, which
Yeah.
I could see that being a problem if it's like
Yeah, but what if the drone's coming over, the drone falls, and the car brakes to avoid it, and the car crashes into someone else? I could just
Well, I
see
mean,
some.
you could say that about any drone in the sky.
Yeah, but a lot of drones aren't flying over motorways.
But I mean, I imagine they probably are. Whereas with the Amazon drone, they've got like specific paths. They're doing it. They've got those lasers, and I think as soon as like the only issue I can see of them is like people are gonna start being cautious and like scared of them. But as soon as they become commonplace, like they'll slowly be phased in. Eventually, it'll be like, oh, a couple of Amazon drones in the sky. That's nice. Who's getting a package nearby?
Yeah, it is pretty cool. I could see so many packages being stolen.
Yeah. Well,
I could see so many drones. I know
Right
that
now-
the drones will have tracking in them, and the packages will probably have tracking in them. But I can still see it happening.
I hear this a lot, and although it's got some, I think there's definitely some merit to it. You can just steal from a truck driver right now. You can get a lot more than one package from a Amazon truck.
Yeah.
And it takes roughly the same amount of effort, like because the way you're talking about, you need like a gun or a bow and arrow if you're in the UK, I guess, or like something, or a taser. That's probably the best way to do it.
Big old net.
I guess wouldn't the best. Oh, I was going to say you could steal it as it comes to your house, but they probably know who took it at that point. But
Well, if it's coming to your house, then you
okay,
probably
it's
don't
still
need
your
to take
neighbor's
your
drones.
package.
Still your neighbor's drones.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do.
What stops you from nicking it after it's landed and then it flies off and then just steal the package afterwards?
You raise a good
Where's
point.
it going to leave the package? Is it just going to leave it on the drive somewhere?
I'm-
Or is it going to like aim it and then like shoot it through the letterbox?
What
or-
I'm picturing here is it's like this, and it like knocks on the door twice, and then it waits like 30 seconds, then it goes again, and then otherwise it just drops it and then flies away.
What if? This is me being serious for once.
Ooh, I
What
don't
if-
believe it.
It's 15 minutes away. It calls you. Your package
The
is
drone
15
calls
minutes
you,
away.
or do you mean some random automated
No,
thing?
no, no. The automatic.
Okay.
The drone says, your package is 10 minutes away. Are you available?
Well, really, they should do that before they send it, shouldn't they? Like before it even leaves the depot. I mean, it's gonna max take like half an hour from your. Well, actually, for you, probably a bit longer. But in most cities, I imagine it's just like my nearest Amazon center is about 15 minutes away from me. So they can send that text. Boom, yeah. Like I think in most areas, unless you're in the countryside, like one of us is, not gonna name names. I think for most people it's just like like when you deliver the thing. I mean, when you order the thing, they'll have it delivered in the next 15 minutes. So you shouldn't order something if you're going to be gone an hour.
But how accurate is it going to be? Like,
do you mean on the time or like on what?
On the area, on the landing, because some areas don't have a front garden or a back garden.
I feel as though this is a you exclusive issue again. Well, no, actually, okay.
You're in a built-up area. There's a lot of built-up areas, not near me, but I know of, and they have no front garden, they have no back garden, or they're a block of flats.
Yeah, a block of flats. That's what I wanted to.
Are they going to land it on the chimney? Is it going to land on the road? Is it going to land on the path out the front?
See, what I imagine it's got to do in this, I guess in a lot of cases. Because, I live in a residential property, so do you, right? But if you live in a big block of flats or you live in a place with like a 12-mile front lawn, then I guess at that point, what it would have to do is... your sneezing is distracting me. You should stop.
I apologize, okay?
But what they should do in those sort of places is, I guess, just wait outside and then you take it manually. Or like there's a code to unlock it.
Oh, they won't let you take
like a camel.
They will not let you take it. Those blades will rip your hands
Oh,
apart.
jeez, yeah. Okay, so it stops on the floor. Okay, so it's the propellers are down underneath a big box, like a camel pouch or something, and then you have the key code to get into the box.
It sends you a text with the pin.
Yeah, and then it could do multiple deliveries if it's a big enough drone. Actually, if you get a drone too big, then that does become really. Actually, yeah. Again, I think.
It just ends up becoming a helicopter that just flies. Royal Mail helicopter. And it just, like what are they, like the supply drops for like Afghanistan troops and stuff. And it just like drops off Amazon boxes parachuting down.
I like that idea a lot. I'd love it if there was like a crate that parachuted in from the sky. If it like landed on my roof and damaged it for a lot. I'd be fine with that. That'd be great. So along the same lines, something they did recently, I assume you're well out of the range of this, and even I am, but in big cities now, they're launching, I don't know what the name of it is, but I just picture it as being like Amazon, but mixed with Uber. So drivers, instead of going for Uber or for Lyft or for anyone else, they can decide to become Amazon drivers, and they just drive from the Amazon depot to people's houses, and this means that there's now a delivery option called 1 hour delivery. Is that something, like, would you pay for, how often do you think you'd pay, like, $7.99 for 1 hour delivery? Because to me it sounds like a gimmick. Like, do you need...
What would you need in an hour from Amazon?
Batteries if you just ran out and you really want to play whatever you have batteries for.
You want to wait an hour?
Yeah, even at that point, then the hour's too long, isn't it? Like, you might as well go to your local shop and you'll save money on the $7.99 delivery.
Yeah, you just walk to... I'm sure there must be a remote somewhere else in the house.
Okay, what about if food? An hour. Yeah, you might as well just get takeaway. I buy food on Amazon all the time. Like,
what food can you get from Amazon?
Lots and lots of...
groceries?
Yeah, groceries. Well, I don't buy all my groceries from Amazon. Like, I'll buy niche... I buy jerky from Amazon in bulk and stuff like that. Like, what's another example? I buy, like, drinks, because it's usually cheaper on Amazon. You buy a lot of stuff like that. You should try it sometime.
I just thought like Amazon was like electronics, cuddly toys, and
they do. I think literally anything you can think of that's not perishable. So you can't buy eggs. Wait. No. Oh no! Wait. Oh, okay, toy eggs.
Oh, toy eggs.
That's a shame.
Well, I don't know.
You can also buy a book about eggs.
Hour. That's the problem.
Yeah, that is the I guess it would have to be something very specific. Okay, and electronics, if you're really excited, if it's like a £1,200 4K TV, you probably shouldn't spend £7 extra, but
it's not
compared
to
the price,
though, isn't it? Well, it might, no, because there's
I think it's $7.99.
no weight for the shipping, is there? necessarily.
No, it's
You know,
just
so
some
it
guy's
would be a
car.
flat cost, wouldn't it?
Yep.
HDMI cables. You always are out of HDMI
And they
cables.
never sell them anywhere.
No,
Except
no.
like,
I literally went to my local supermarket, to buy a HDMI cable, and they only had like 12-meter ones. Now I don't know how far away their people's TVs are.
I have a
from whatever
10-meter
they want.
cable, and it is the best thing. If you get a good one, then you can be like, you know what? I'll keep this in the living room, but I'll keep the TV in my room, and you just have the two next to each other. So you hook it up, and boom, you're playing you're playing console all the way over there. So
maybe HDMI cables,
I can see a cable you
Controllers?
need.
Xbox controllers.
Even then, I
maybe?
think you'd be closer than you're probably close to an electronics store if you're in a big city.
Mhm.
So like it'd have to be niche, cheap things that you're willing to make a little bit more expensive. Wait, alcohol.
Alcohol, yeah.
So
yeah. Oh,
if-
that would be great for parties. Like,
Oh,
you've got a
yeah,
huge
yeah.
party there.
Because you don't want to stop the
And-
party to go out and get anything.
Yeah, and you don't want to. Well, you can't drive anywhere because you're drunk.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because you.
So just give your friend your bank card and tell them to go and order some stuff online.
So to clarify, is our list here like jerky, alcohol, and HDMI cables?
Yeah.
Well, I guess in a big city there might be enough people buying those three things. Plus,
Yeah.
if it's just cables, like you can probably do a lot of deliveries in one route, and it might be cheaper if it's a small item. Because if it's a 4K TV, it's going to take the whole dude's car. But
Yeah.
So that's
Trouble is, would you trust someone that is just hired as a driver? Like, basically, it's saying, would you want your pizza delivery
Well-
guy taking you your 4K TV?
Well, I mean, on the same logic, like Uber is super untrustworthy, but I always get nice guys. Like,
Yeah.
I think people have less trust in humanity until they use these services, and then you're like, people aren't as terrible as they thought. And then
Yeah.
it happens.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
I reckon it
maybe,
will happen. Like, someone's going to lose their TV, and they're not going to get their money, and it's going to suck. But most of the time, it'll be fine. Because your
The
regular
driver
Amazon...
The driver just waits for a really good carload and then just leaves.
Exactly, right? Well, I mean, right now, people don't trust the, Royal Mail, do they? Like... Yeah, old people. I don't know if this is just an old people thing. I bet it's going to include you. But it's like I
know
don't
what you're
send
gonna
money
say.
in
I
the
know
cards.
you're gonna. Yeah.
They open the cards, they pry it out, and they put it back in. It's
Yeah.
never happened, dude. It's never
Nah.
happened. It's a folklore everyone tells each other. But
Yeah. They ain't got time for that.
exactly, right? Like, and if there's nothing in there, then they've just breached their entire job security for the potential of £5 or £10.
Yeah, exactly.
Know how it works. So yeah, that
It's
is.
like, I'm not sending coins because they can tell the weight. It's like they're not going to steal £2 worth of 50p coins.
We should test this. We should put like a 50p coin, put 50 quid in 50p coins, send 100 of them to you, like at different
see
times,
if all
see
of
how
them
many
are
get stuck. We could get like an exact number, like if 50 go missing, okay, 50% reliable and stuff like that. We should do that.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah, I'll
experiment.
do that as long as you're the one sending me
darn
£100
it.
worth of 50p's every time.
Oh yeah, that's a good
Dude,
point.
Your survey can be as big as you want.
I developed a way for you to get paid infinitely for nothing. Oops.
Yeah.
Okay, so quick question before we end the Amazon talk. Drone. Okay, so if it was a drone and a car of the same delivery time, who would you trust more, the guy or the robot?
I would trust an Amazon delivery driver, not a
So
guy
you'd wait a
that's
day,
just-
right? Okay, if they're both the same cost as the next day delivery driver from Amazon, you'd pick the driver, like as in the Amazon guy.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm.
That's bizarre.
I've never had anything that I've needed desperately.
I never need it desperately, but I'd like it. Like, my jerky's been in the mail for 2 days now. It's really, really good jerky, and I want to eat it. It sounds pretty tasty.
So it's been in the fridge for 2 days.
Not in the fridge, in the mail.
Oh, it's been. Oh, right.
Well, if it was in the fridge, that'd just be an irrelevant story.
Yeah, I was going to say, why haven't you eaten it?
But also,
Yeah,
do you put
no.
jerky in the fridge? I don't know if you do. If you don't, if you do, then I've been doing it wrong this whole time. But
It's just dried out meat, isn't it? It's not
yeah,
just
like
a-
it's dry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, are you not a jerky connoisseur? Oh, maybe we should fix that. If you would like to fix this, viewer, maybe you should check out our sponsor, Toy Cat's Amazon link. You can check it out in the description down below, and it's good. You can buy any Amazon item, and it's just as good for us. Toy Cat's Amazon link, the only place
Not
to go
for
for
us,
jerky.
for him.
For me.
I can do that now.
I tell you what, if it makes $10,000, I'll give you a 25% cut.
Okay. Go buy it.
There we go. Okay, so yeah, that is the sponsor spot. We're gonna have real sponsors at some point, but for now, we just make up them. Which in this case,
Amazon Prime. If you want to sponsor us.
Well, oh yeah, wait, no, Audible. Audible's the big one.
Oh yeah.
You get good money for that. I don't know if we should. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, Audible, they pay you a decent amount for every book you download. So yeah.
So
Don't buy ebooks just yet. Wait
until we're sponsored by them first.
We'll build up a big collection of people who want ebooks, and then we'll get the Audible sponsorship.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
we'll drop some hints on ebooks. Like, aren't they great? They're like books, but digital. Yeah, but not that great. Like, pretty good. Like, well, I'm holding out verdict for a
They
few
will
weeks.
be better
They
once we're sponsored by them.
Exactly. So yeah, that is Amazon talk all over now. Let's move on to the last section of the show. There's no more news to talk about, and I believe you wanted to ask me a question, didn't you?
I wanted to ask you a question about Christmas.
Oh,
Because-
Christmas.
About Christmas, right? We're blokes, correct?
Yes.
You had to think about
I
that.
did. I checked the screen. And I'm like, okay, I see me. I'm pretty sure I'm seeing you. Yeah.
You know
There
what
is-
I'm disgusted with you now? I don't have to look into the camera. I can look at you.
Am I doing this? No. Oh yeah, I am doing that right. Yeah, we can look at each other.
Just
That's great.
disgusted look at each other. So, as a male, I think I can be quite
Tricky.
well, I think I can talk about this as a male, like how you can only say certain jokes if you're a certain race, for example.
Oh yes. That's
Otherwise, it
definitely-
becomes very awkward.
yes.
So,
I
as a
agree.
male, I can say that we, as males, do not do Christmas shopping early.
Yeah.
I usually wait until the 23rd/24th/25th, which would be very useful for the 1 hour Amazon Prime.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Linking
Christmas
it in.
for men. Just 1 hour before everybody else gets up, you're just on Amazon buying everything.
What I will say though is I'm too cheap to afford 1-day delivery, so on the 19th or whatever, I'm like, oh, it's the last week to do something, and then I have that same revelation, but I still
Yeah.
make sure I pay it. A lot of my
So-
stuff did arrive at like New Year's last year though, so that was kind of awkward.
Yeah, I
Including
think
this
I had a couple of
Pikachu
bits-
pillow.
It looks totally awesome.
It's a gift for me now because I didn't give it as a Christmas gift, and it's like I don't want to tell them that it didn't arrive. That makes me seem.
These were a
incompetent.
Christmas gift for my fiance's work, and then I opened them.
And now you're eating them.
Other chocolates are available.
Which celebrations is your favorite?
Maltesers. Other chocolates are available.
Other
What's your
chocolates?
favorite?
I get them all mixed up. It's just the plain dairy milk squares. They're so simple, but they're just like a cute little chocolate that you just nibble at, and they're like, oh, I'll just have another one.
Other
another one.
chocolates are available.
Why do you
gotta
keep
be-
saying other chocolates are available? I'm
Because you got to be
confused.
safe with that, don't they? They always do it on the radio.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, you got to be safe because you can't be. Unless Maltesers, if you want to sponsor us, then I should happily mention and eat your product every single episode.
Buy
But at the moment-
Maltesers later.
At the moment, other chocolates are available.
Other chocolates are very much available. And purchasable, yes.
Same
So,
as I go shopping at Sainsbury's, but other supermarkets are available.
I shop at Tesco's, and I
Other
think that's the
supermarkets are
best.
available.
And if supermarkets are available, but I think Tesco, other supermarkets are able, is maybe the best choice in the UK. I think.
They're
I
way
think.
too expensive.
Wait, expensive? They're like the cheap
Tesco's.
one.
No, Tesco's are like way expensive.
Sainsbury's are more expensive than Tesco. See, we made all the UK people happy,
it's
but
not
everyone
like
else
that.
is just like, what are these words they're saying? Okay, so Christmas shopping. I disagree. I think you said you leave it to the very last minute. Because I'm an online person, I leave it to the last minute I can. And I don't know if that still kind of counts, but yeah, I don't do this in person. Like, I'm a rush around the stores on Christmas Eve thing. Because that's.
Well, I have this magical thing called a woman, and had it for the last 5 years. She doesn't
Ooh.
watch this. She won't get that. She won't see that mistake.
Several years.
Yeah, about 5 years.
Other women are
And
available.
it's been magical because since then, all these chocolate wrappers that lay about,
They
just get
vanish.
cleaned up by her. It's crazy. And then shopping, Christmas shopping, I can sit here and then she comes home and it's done.
She'll
Like,
even
we
like
need
doing
food.
it sometimes.
Need food, need chocolate, for example. I send this woman figure a text and it appears when I next see her. It's marvelous.
It's even better than 1 hour Amazon delivery.
It is, yeah, and cheaper.
You can't text Amazon and have them just deliver it. You have to go on their
No.
website and everything. Wait, you
That-
should get us
that-
set up a website so you can just send in requests at various times.
Yeah.
Maybe give her an email. Yeah, that's a pretty good idea. So yeah, that's pretty. You know what? You make me want one of those women things. Other women
It's
are available.
Crazy. There's not really much more advantages for it, but
Well, I
that is
mean,
about the limit.
yeah, that's true. I mean, to be fair, you do have to, they do cost a good bit of money sometimes. Like,
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah.
it's a bit of investment, It's like one of those automatic, what's it called, a Roomba? The things
Yeah.
that go along the floor. It's kind of like one of those. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, you got to remember when I was younger, I said to my dad, I said, Dad, I want to ask this girl out, and he said, apologize. I said, apologize. He said, apologize. I said, what for? He said, apologize. I said, but what have I done? He said, just say sorry. I said, I just asked you if I should ask this guy. He said, just say sorry. I said, all right, I'm sorry. He said, that's fine. He says, your training is complete. You are now free. You'll be saying it an awful lot for no reason.
Sometimes you just have to admit you're wrong. You just have to swallow that pride.
Exactly. Even if you're not, folks are never wrong.
You're never wrong. Yeah, exactly. So, is that so? To answer your initial question before we went on the train off your,
Have you done your Christmas shopping yet?
I don't even know what Christmas shopping I need to do. Like, I haven't even got a basic plan. It's like it's
Oh.
December the 6th, but like Christmas so far away.
You see, when you got a woman,
You got that all handled, don't you?
oh, names on the list of everybody.
Ooh, I know everyone in your personal life now.
Yeah.
Ooh. So wait, is there like 20 people you're buying gifts for?
Yeah.
Oh, you make me feel bad. I buy gifts for like 5 people. And this year, I think it's going to go down.
Well, 2 of them are my family. It's
Okay.
my mum and my dad. The rest are all her side.
The problem with her is she can't Christmas shop for herself.
Yeah.
You have to do that last
Oh, I've got it all
last little
sorted.
step.
I've got there.
Oh, a sneak peek into Zona's girlfriend's gift.
Hey, gifts. One,
Oh.
I've got a dressing gown that's coming.
Ooh, fancy.
And in fact, I bought her quite a few gifts this year. Ugh. She's a huge fan of BioWare
Whatever.
Nug plush. Yeah.
Wait, what?
No,
What
Nug's
is?
from Dragon Age. Never played it. She plays all the time. An Elcor from Dragon Age. They're basically like the. Oh no, is it from Dragon Age? No, this is Mass Effect. The Elcor from Mass Effect. Sorry. You played
Wait,
Mass
that's not
Effect?
one from Mass Effect, is it? I can't see it very clearly.
Yeah, they. I can't open it up.
Yeah,
and they go
yeah,
like
yes.
surprised. Yeah, surprised. Welcome back.
Okay then.
Remember them?
Nope.
They don't have emotion, so they have to say what emotion they're saying it in because they only have one tone.
Was this
of voice.
Mass Effect 1?
I know they're in all 3 of them. Elcors are. They're like they're like big giant elephants without the trunk.
Do you mean?
Dude, you need to play Mass Effect again.
Yeah, evidently.
Well,
Evidently.
you remember Garrus, right?
Yeah. I remember Garrus. See, he's a
There you
character
go.
from the games.
And Grunt.
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 Oh, Grunt. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
See,
I remember Grunt.
I know
That's
that
from,
character too.
Third one.
I know all
So
these
that's
real
what-
characters you're naming.
Yeah, that's what those ones are. And then obviously the dressing gown. And then she's got a new truck on the way as well. Because her Mitsubishi L200 broke down.
You should
Needs
put all
new-
these gifts inside that truck. That's
Yeah.
actually different. And then put it in a big bowl and wrap it all too.
Oh, I ain't getting a bow.
Ah, dude, like I think the
Put
bow
a
is what
deposit
makes the
down
gift.
on the truck.
Yeah, it's true. Put a slightly smaller deposit down, and then put a bow. I think gestures. This is something I've learned about women. Gestures mean more than deposits on trucks. That's something I've learned.
I don't know. I think
Learn it
she'll
the hard
be
way.
happy with it.
Okay.
Pick up Thursday.
Wait, the truck.
Should be. Yeah.
Drive it into the side
So
of
at
her
the moment,
house.
I've got to pick her up from work. In fact, I've got to pick her up at 4 o'clock. It's now 3:30 at the time of us recording this.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so how long does it take you to drive to her work? Or you need to leave it for?
Well, no, she can wait.
Oh yeah, great. I will try and keep Zono's girlfriend waiting not too long. But the next thing I wanted to address. No wait. I didn't say what I was. So one thing I do for Christmas, that this is the fun thing I get to do each year, is me and my brother, rather than making it like this, oh, it's great to give gifts, isn't it? We play competitive Christmas. So we both have a set gift limit, and then there's a panel of judges that determine who gave the better gift. And
Right.
we're going to do that this year. And I won last year, so I'm doing good at this competitive
What
Christmas.
did you win getting last year, and what were you pit against?
Well, I was pit against. I think it was the torch you see above my head. It's a light
Yep.
torch. It actually works. It's pretty cool because the limit was £20, so we had
Right.
wasn't much to work with. I got him a Game Boy Pocket, the black and white one, with Mega Man, one of the early Mega Mans, because I think he's into that thing. And it turns out the judges were into it at the very least.
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
good at this competitive Christmas stuff.
What are the judges? Your parents?
Just they're actually his friends, so they should be biased
His
against
friends?
me. Yeah,
Right. Well.
because I give it to him like I have to go down to his, which means his people around. So yeah.
So basically, his friends aren't getting any gifts from him this year. That's what it means.
It sounds a lot like that. Or maybe it's set up this way so he can get the best gifts possible, and he just has to try as little as possible with me. Maybe that's
Yeah.
the scam here.
Yeah.
We should do competitive Christmas, I know. And then
We should.
then the comments can decide.
And judge which is the
Yeah,
best.
yeah, we could do like a show where we've received each other's gifts.
Yeah.
And we can
All right. So after you do the experiment of the postal service,
you can use that money to buy me a
Yeah.
gift. Okay then. Okay. Sounds great. So do you want to move on to the would you rather section? Or
would you rather section? Go on, then
Yes.
you first. You're always
Okay.
first.
I've got one that I was really intrigued by. I didn't think about it too much. I was just like, that's a good question. So the question is, would you rather be able to turn back time for 1 hour per day or 1 week per year? So like that's a cumulative. So
Hour per day.
why?
So one, you can use it so much more than a week per year.
Only twice as much. So there's 168 hours in a week versus
Still not as
365.
much. Plus,
But
imagine the advantages. Okay, one, you've got the humorous advantages. You could play out the day, and then when someone sneezes, just travel back an hour, wait for it to happen, and then say "bless you" 3 seconds before they sneeze.
that is such
Okay.
a waste of a day's power.
No,
Such
but
a
It's
waste.
so good. You just go "bless you," and they go "what?" Wouldn't that be good?
It would be kind of funny, but I mean,
But then you've got more useful.
okay. Well, I wanted to clarify. This is like a cumulative 1 hour and a cumulative 1 week.
so you can
You can take
it
an
an
hour
hour-
a day for 168 days.
Oh,
if
so
you
like I
want.
could go back 3 seconds before and then say "bless you."
Yeah, and you could do that 1,200
Okay.
times in a day.
Yeah, but then
But you
you've
could do
got-
the same 3-second loop over and over again.
yeah.
You could.
just
Yeah.
get more effort out of it.
Yeah.
But then you've got more useful ones, like in school. You know, you're at school, you're on the table, you're sort of drifting off a little bit, and then the teacher asks you a question. You're 43. You don't really know. She's in trouble. See me after class.
The problem. Okay, so you might.
Go back 4 minutes. There you go. Listen this time. Okay, she's gonna ask me this question.
Okay.
AB to the squared root of C, and she goes, "Golden star."
No, I've learned this one the hard way. So I used to sleep a lot in maths class. Like I think for my year 11, I probably slept more time than I was awake in maths. So despite when I had a serious teacher, because the reason I slept was because I had no one, is like when they ask you a question, even if you get it right, because someone slips you the answer or something like that, they'll still be like, "You got that right, but you're still gonna have to see me after class." I've learned this one the hard way. No matter how astute you are, no matter how hard you try, they're still going to make up reasons to see you after class. So I think that would be a waste of 4 minutes. You're wasting some of your valuable time there.
Okay, then you're in the car. You're driving down the road in the car, and then a child runs out in front of you.
See, that's
You
a good
hit-
use. Yeah, that's
you
good.
hit the child. Would you rather be able to go back in time that day, or would you rather have to wait until maybe next year if you've used all of your week up before you can then go back in time to be able to unhit the child?
Well, I mean, it's
The
really
daily
just
one just has
it's a
so
matter of
much
how
more.
well you can use that week. Because if you don't if you use it every single day, it's better to go with the hour a day. But if you just want
Oh,
to
I'd be
fix,
using it every day. Why would you not use that power every day?
I guess you could do it to win the lottery every time it comes on, and to win any sports betting, and to win anything really. Yeah, when you say it
You
like
could
that.
you could have a meal that tasted really good with no side effect.
Okay, you've sold me on an hour.
You could eat an infinite amount of ice cream without getting fatter.
Okay, so yeah, what I'm thinking is you get the best ice cream ever, like the fanciest ice cream. You eat it 5 times, then you don't pay for it the 6th time. You just walk away. You're
Yeah.
full of ice cream, and then
Exactly.
you know what? Yeah, I'm sold an hour a day. There's so many ways you can use it. But yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's gonna have to be the official good answer. What's your question for me though?
Mine is a little bit more morbid compared to that, but it's one of those really interesting ones. Okay. If you died,
Okay.
would you rather be forgotten or hated for for eternity? So basically, would you rather be someone that dies and is forgotten about, or be Hitler? Because that's sort of what it is, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like,
Do you think
is...
Hitler will be remembered in 1,000 years?
Oh
if
yeah,
we're...
yeah.
Like, but I mean, yeah, he did some bad. Yeah.
Dinosaurs are still remembered, and they're a lot longer than 30.
Yeah, but they weren't bad people. They're just like
T-Rex
you,
was.
you don't remember Hitler the T-Rex, do you? You remember a group of dinosaurs. I think, you know, I'm gonna go with hated, because a thing I have learned about emotions is you would figure the opposite of love is hate, but the opposite of love is actually no emotion, and hatred is a different form of love.
Yeah, I suppose
they
it
think
depends on
about
what
you
you're
a
getting
lot.
hated for, isn't it? As well, like if you were being hated for killing a load of Jews, then it's sort of a bad thing. But if you were
that would be-
hated because you were the best person, you were so good at something that people hated you because you were that good at it.
Well, I mean, even in this worst case, you killed 6 million Jews scenario. I don't know if that number's right, but even in this worst case scenario, I saw a video where someone's like, "Oh, look, there's this leaked joke that Hitler had, and it was a funny joke, and I felt bad laughing because it's Hitler, but that wouldn't be significant if he was just random German number 24. Like, we
Yeah.
don't want to hear about his jokes, but like the good comes along with the bad,
Yeah.
so they'll remember the good, even if they remembered that you killed an entire race. So." I think, as terrible as it would be to...
Yeah.
You gonna agree with me on that one?
Yeah, I got to agree on you. I'd rather be hated than forgotten.
Because you're gone anyway, so... I
Yeah,
mean,
what do you care, really?
on the morbid side, you can say, screw it, I'm dead.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's... Fair. So I won your question, and you won mine.
Yeah.
So I think that's the end of the Would You Rather section. Zono has a girlfriend, or fiancé? Fiancé? I don't know. I don't know which one's which, because there's fiancé and fiancée, right? Well, it's the same word, but with an extra E for one of you. You're her fiancé? No? Am I making that up? I'm making that up.
I'm her bank account is what it's usually.
And she's your Roomba, isn't it a great combination? So, yeah, this was our first real Power Up podcast, and
Hi.
it's going to be interesting to see what this looks like on the actual YouTube, because
Yeah,
I
see
might
what
have
you
screwed up
guys think
something.
as well in the comment section below. Very interested to hear what you guys think, and thank you so much for subscribing as well. Even though there was no videos, we have like 94 subscribers.
Yep.
I think something like that.
Coming close to 100, like for
Yeah.
nothing, for a blank
yeah,
channel.
no video. So thank you for the support, and I hope you stay. Remember to share the video with all your friends. Hit that like button. Share it on your local Twitter.
Yep, your local
share it
Twitter.
on your local Twitter.
Post it
And,
everywhere you can. That's a good place to do.
yeah, remember to come back next week as well.
Wait, also, I just wanted to apologise now so the comments don't have to get me on this one. I've been looking off to the side all video. I should have been looking here. I'll fix that next week. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you all in the next podcast.
Yep.
Bye.